Were you at
just up here.
Sector? Is that how you saw Victor out there?
Yeah, but like he's lame. He didn't like want to hang out at all or talk. Like he was hanging out with like old dudes talking about work. I'm like, ugh, this guy.
Hello, my friends.
Thank you for joining us for the PEBCAK Podcast, a weekly information security show featuring some all-around good people. It is week 39 of 2025. I'm Chris Louie, and back from Las Vegas, where I sang karaoke for the first time in over a decade.
Such a liar. You do it every weekend. You know it.
I don't have the machine in my house like you, Glenn. With me, we have my co-host, the Cloud God, who has Taylor Swift's new album on repeat.
Not only do I not have it on repeat, I didn't even know she had a new album. So there's that. Where did you do karaoke singing at?
It was a place in the Palazzo Hotel. They have a karaoke bar on the second floor.
Nice.
I didn't even know it was there.
Were you inebriated, Chris?
No, not at that time, I don't think. I mean, we had drinks while we were there, but not enough to get anybody drunk. It was a good time.
Was Grace with you?
She was not. This was a guys' trip we did.
And what were all those girls with you guys doing? Grace.
Trying to get me in trouble. There's one girl there, and it was some guy's girlfriend who we bumped into him unexpectedly. It's such a funny story how they came along, but yeah, total coincidence that they just bumped into him on the plane.
Nice.
Makes sense. Seems legit.
Yep. And we have Glenn Medina, who is in a lot of pain right now and may be doing the dope fiend lean at any minute. So let's stop the banter and get to the show.
Thanks a lot,
fiend
man.
lean.
If I start leaning over, just ignore me. Just keep recording. There you go.
That'll be funny. We got it on video. That one will go up on LinkedIn.
That's the fent lean, isn't it? It's called the fent lean, is what it is.
It is. It used to be called the dope fiend lean when it was heroin,
Yeah.
but then after fentanyl became this super drug everywhere, they call it, I guess, the fent lean. Dope fiend lean sounds funnier, though.
It does.
No guest this week.
Fail over.
No guest this week.
Sorry.
We had a last-minute cancellation for our scheduled guest, but hope to have someone on next week. Come on, we have decades of information security experience, and here not just to educate, but to entertain. We've got 4 awesome stories this week, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Chris, do you even have to read that anymore, or is it just rolls right off the tongue?
It rolls right off the tongue. I know most of the script by memory. I get all the stock parts that we do every week. I could probably do from memory.
Maybe it's time that you change it up.
All right, next week.
At some of our ages now, it might be a century's worth of information and experience.
Could be. I am coming up on 20 years.
Maybe 6, 7.
6, 7. Oh man, we did something at my kid's school the other day, and they just kept saying that. I'm like, why is this a thing? Like, I don't get it.
6, 7?
Yeah.
They must have done it 6, 7 times.
They probably did, Brian. They probably did.
It's the juvenile nonsense. It had to do with like a rap song where they talking about some dude being 6'7". He's like, he's probably 6'7", and then all the kids are like, just come online, they do videos, they're like 6'7", and then the new one is they go to In and Out after like a football game, and they sit there and they wait for them to announce 67.
Number 67, yeah.
And
then, they'll lose their freaking minds.
Yeah. Chloe is one of them that does that.
It's like the chicken jockey thing all over again. This week, we're going to talk about scam compounds, stealing from a cancer patient. For our third topic, come Mr. Taliban, and close with Choco Taco Talk.
Taliban me banana.
Come Mr. Taliban, turn over Bin Laden. You remember that song?
Damn.
From a while ago?
Yeah.
Look at Chris doing karaoke again.
I know. He's drinking, that's why.
2 times in 1 week.
He's on a roll.
For our first topic, China has sentenced 11 individuals to death for their role in running a cyber scam compound in Myanmar. 5 other individuals received suspended death sentences for 2 years. 11 people received life sentences, and another 12 got prison terms ranging anywhere from 5 to 24 years. And keep in mind, this is in China. So these are Chinese prisons.
Is it because they didn't get their quota of?
No, actually, yeah. I think, well, these scam compounds kidnap Chinese nationals, and I think that's where they messed up, because China's like, we look after our own. Like you can do what you want in Myanmar, and we'll turn the other way. But when you start kidnapping our citizens, that's when we start to care.
Mm.
The suspects were members of the infamous Ming crime family and were arrested back in November 2023. The Ming family ran the largest scam operations out of the Kokang region of Myanmar near the Chinese border. According to court documents...
Quick editor's note, that's cocaine, Kokang.
Cocaine.
I'm sure everyone else heard cocaine.
Cocaine.
Booger sugar. Yeah.
The compounds made the Ming family at least $1.4 billion, and the heavy sentences were given because... You're wondering why are they getting death sentences for cybercrime, but at least 10 workers died in these compounds, and 2 more suffered serious injuries after they were beaten when they tried to leave. 4 other workers died, and 4 more were injured when members of the Ming family opened fire on a group of workers while trying to move them and hide them from the Myanmar authorities. Pig butchering scams, now known as confidence or romance scams, involve kidnapping unsuspecting people and holding them against their will to commit these scams to raise money for the crime families. Safe to say, this is a good start.
Bro, I had the craziest week in Toronto at Sector, and one customer literally told me, I can't even understand. Like he's an older dude on dating apps, and he starts going to this thing about this woman that he found, seemingly really nice, too pretty for him, but that's okay, right? He's hopeful, and she's getting him to get into crypto. I'm like, there's no way. Like he's going on and on. He's like, yeah, he got on FaceTime with me, and then the red flag for me was when I started questioning the cryptography on the back end, and he's like, and when she knew the answer to that, I was like, there's no way someone as pretty as you could be that smart. I was like, dude, have you not heard of pig butchering scams? He's not like, no, what is that? I was like, dude, it was almost you. He's like, yeah, man, I almost fell victim to this. I'm like, you lead people, like you're in charge. This is insane.
Episode 225. Episode 225 of the podcast. The PEBCAK Podcast.
Send him a link, Brian.
Yeah.
Like that the mere fact that crypto is being brought up should throw up more red flags than a Chinese military parade. It wasn't the fact that she knew the back end cryptography. It's that anybody on a dating app is into crypto.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm surprised China's even prosecuting. This seems like right up their alley of just nefarious stuff. I don't get it.
Is this like the pot calling the kettle black?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit like the Russia thing. Russia will turn a blind eye to ransomware, but if you ransom like a Russian company or one of the CIS nations, then all of a sudden they'll hang you out to dry. Like it's like it's okay to do it to everyone else, but you do it to our people, and that's when we got a problem.
Yeah. Death sentence, so.
Yeah, they got the guys, and yeah, people have literally died in these camps because it is like. I guess modern day slavery is probably the best way to describe it. I was thinking it's like maybe it's indentured servitude, but no, like these people don't like pay off their debt and then they go free. They're literally slaves, and they're forced to initiate these conversations. And the beautiful woman that was FaceTiming with Brian's friend over there, she was probably kidnapped, or they have people that are paid there to do the FaceTime calls just to verify that there are beautiful women on the other end of the line.
Brian's friend.
Are you able to like translate the documents? That would be cool.
Probably, yeah. There were some .cn sites that I have blocked at my house now, so I need to like turn off my proxy in order to access those documents.
Yeah, but geez, I have to log in and do stuff. It's so hard.
Although I could probably give the link directly to Grok and say translate this for me, and it'll probably do it.
Oh, it totally would. Did you hear about the? I don't even know. Yeah, never mind. I can't talk about it. Not without permission. Anyways, this is to say that a vending machine, Zscaler Cellular, and just insane amounts of data going to China, and everybody was surprised.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
On a vending machine? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember reading a story recently. I can't recall off the top. I read so many cybersecurity stories, but there was something like that there was like an IoT device, seemingly, made in America type IoT device. It was just sending massive amounts of traffic back to China for no reason.
I think my treadmill does that. I just don't have any type of controls anymore on my firewall.
Really? Your treadmill doesn't support the enterprise browser, Glenn?
You beat me to it, you son of a gun.
Oh, wow. You guys are going to go there. Ask me if I care, if they know how much I'm on it. So
Glenn's borderline unconscious. We got to take advantage of him.
Yeah, don't care.
Whatever.
Yeah.
There's a hilarious comedian. He said that like 1 year he bought himself a Bowflex as a gift for stopping smoking. And he goes, now it's just something I stare at when I smoke.
And the opposite effect there.
Yeah.
Well, I hope there are more of these crackdowns. Myanmar is notorious for hosting these scam compounds, like I said, modern day slavery, and it seems like the government of Myanmar is trying to crack down. And I know there's like warlords and factions, and their government got overthrown, so they're ruled by a military junta, and not a geopolitics thing, but let's hope that more of this happens, because there's too many people that get scammed from these romance scams.
Isn't like Southeast Asia like home for like 4chan and then all the CSAM stuff as well? Isn't that where it's like always like there's like looser rules on some of that stuff for hosting, or am I wrong?
So I don't know why you'd lump 4chan in with the CSAM stuff. I don't think 4chan is hosted there. I mean, the CSAM stuff.
I'm not lumping them together. They're two wildly different things, right? But
they have bulletproof hosting. Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
But the ability to host questionable content, right?
Yeah.
And opinions and stuff without being found, I think is the
It's either bulletproof hosting or it's Tor. You host it through Tor, then you can't find the servers.
Yeah.
Boy, you look at these pictures, and it's like, wow, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
Getting arrested.
Yeah. Good riddance. Hope this sends a message and discourages activity like this from happening. Would not be sad if this put an end to these types of scam compounds if they get caught.
Until the next one.
Till the next one, yep. For second topic, if you think scammers couldn't go any lower and why we support the death penalty for these cyber scammers, a gamer looking for financial support for his cancer treatment lost $32,000 after downloading from Steam a verified game named Block Blasters that drained his cryptocurrency wallet. Block Blasters was a game that was available on Steam for almost 2 months, and it was safe to play until August 30th when a crypto drainer component was added through a malicious update. Crypto investigator Zach XPT told Bleeping Computer that the attackers appeared to have stolen about $150,000 from 261 different Steam accounts. Now here's the interesting part. These people were explicitly targeted after being identified over Twitter, now called X, for managing significant cryptocurrency amounts, and were presumably sent invitations to try out the game, just like this online streamer was. So always practice good OPSEC.
So does Steam get held liable for that because they host this on their platform?
They're not liable, but people are wondering how this got through. Like, how did it get by them? And I think people found it and submitted takedown requests, and they didn't take it down in time. So I think they have some answering to do as well.
I thought Steam was its own platform. Is Steam like run on Windows?
Yeah. So they have a Windows app, they have a Mac app, they have a Linux app. You just download the Steam app, and then that's like the conduit to download all the games and install it through that platform.
The whole point is... Yeah, go ahead.
Just a quick follow-up question. Don't they actually have like its own, like a Steam Deck? Isn't that like its own
Its own
proprietary?
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that runs Steam OS on it, but it's
Oh,
still
Which is
interesting.
just pretty much Android, right?
it's a Linux
So
backend. Yeah,
okay. But it's their platform. That's the whole point, right? It's like running the Microsoft Store or
yeah,
even the Apple Store, right? Like,
yeah, yeah. Just like Google Play.
gosh,
Like we have Google Play Protect that's supposed to scan these things for malware, and this isn't the first time that people got like backdoored with a malicious update. Like there are other games that
okay.
have been known to do that, and that's a common tactic. Even with browser extensions, you buy. A developer out there puts out a free browser extension, gets hundreds of thousands of installs, and then it's a thankless job, and they run on donations, and it's not enough. And the company comes by and says, "Hey, I'll buy your extension for $50K," and they sell it, and then they push a malicious update to those hundreds of thousands of users, and they don't know that the extension changed hands. And same with the game, they could have made a very fun game, get a good install base, and then just
Hmm.
backdoor it with a crypto drainer.
Wow.
Have you heard of those? I don't know if it's called like a Lucky Miner, but it's a purpose-built little device, and the whole thing is that it's hoping to solve some think on the Bitcoin,
Yeah,
not ring,
it's an
yeah,
ASIC.
Bitcoin network. Yeah,
It's an
and
ASIC chip.
and it's something like you get like 1 in a 2 million chance of like solving that, and you can actually inherit an actual one Bitcoin. But it's like the odds are astronomical. So it's
Yeah,
just like you plug it in as hope.
yeah. I used to have those when Bitcoin was not as challenging. I would run those miners in my house, and then the electric bill got to a point where I was mining less than the electric bill. And, in retrospect, it was probably worth it to keep those things powered on with the rise of Bitcoin prices. But at the time, it was not economically viable, and I had to unplug them.
Mm. Do you still have them?
I have some of the low powered ones. I think I sold or gave away the big ones that I had.
It's time to use Home Assistant, rig it up to when you have a surplus in power that those things get automatically booted up and you can run them for a little bit. Did they run hot? Did the room get hot?
Yeah, yeah. In
Yeah.
in the winter, we never had to pay our heating bill because I just opened my office door, and just all this heat would flow out.
The FBI is listening in. We need to text this guy. Secret Service is on this one, boys.
It's like it's either a Bitcoin farm or a grow house. Which one's more likely?
Yeah.
Thankfully, a philanthropist, someone very generous, gave this cancer patient the equivalent of the money he lost, and the guy will still be able to get his cancer treatment. But I mean, that's pretty low. Targeting someone that's explicitly raising money for cancer treatment and telling them to download this game that's going to steal all their crypto.
Yeah. Special place in the internet hell for you, buddy.
Yep. I think in the article they also mentioned the guy allegedly responsible for this. He's an Argentinian living out of Miami, so hopefully they catch the scumbag if he's still here in the U.S.
So is it because they connected their their wallet inside of Steam to pay for things? Is that how this was associated? I'm just trying to see the connection here, right? Like if you use a credit card on Steam, how does your wallet get exposed, right? And I take it he probably used his wallet to do this.
No, he downloaded the game. I believe it was a free-to-play game, and they installed it,
Hmm.
and then it installed an update that had an info stealer in it, so it just stole the Bitcoin wallet right off his computer and sent it to the attacker.
Got it.
I think that's allegedly how that worked.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I wish this person well. Hope they make a full recovery, and we hope they catch the guy so he can get his money back, and this philanthropist can get his $32,000 back that he graciously donated to this person.
So what does
Yeah.
that tell you about the platform in itself, though, right? Like if you're going to go out there and tell people, like, all right, there are some things you got to watch out for. Do you end up just using this platform only on a Steam Deck, so that way you kind of isolate it out from your other devices on your computer? Like, don't put it on the computer that you use your banking with, right?
100%. I think it's a separation between church and state. Your gaming rig and it's like high side, low side. You have a trusted computer and you have an untrusted computer. So your trusted
Yeah.
computer used for banking and crypto, or even then use a hardware wallet. I think that would have probably helped out here too. That I don't know how this crypto drainer worked, but it presumably would have just stolen the wallet off his computer because if it was stored on his computer. And
Wow.
for anybody managing any like significant amount of crypto, like they should have a total separation of your for fun computer and then your business computer.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with you on that one.
I'm looking for
But many
mine.
people don't, right? Many people don't.
Got mine right here.
Where do you keep your passwords?
Yeah, I don't have any more crypto, Glenn. I lost it all in a tragic gambling accident. Yeah.
Yeah. A gambling accident.
I accidentally bet my crypto on red and it came up black.
You never bet against black. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's how I get that and run antivirus. I'm sure this crypto trader would have had some signatures. So if you're running antivirus or EDR or even the world's best proxy, might have caught it. I don't know if an enterprise browser would have stopped this. Just saying.
Well, no, hold on.
Glenn's like, wait a minute, we can solve this.
I just gotta say this. Does anyone run? Do you guys run some type of anti-malware on your personal Macs? Other than what comes with the Mac itself.
I mean, I run
Like,
everything through my security proxy.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
On Windows,
I don't have
I use
CrowdStrike running on.
Yeah, I use
don't have
Defender.
those.
For Windows, I use Defender. Defender's pretty dang good, I have to say.
Yeah. But I'm talking about your Mac, right? So
Yeah.
There's no antivirus that comes with Mac.
Yeah. No. Mac, you're more security through obscurity. People just don't write malware for it, and the people that do get infected are usually pretty targeted. Just don't do risky things. Don't click on risky links. Don't download weird software, and that's 98% of the problem right there.
Yeah. Do you know, I guess the question is, do you know a lot of people that run Steam on Macs in general?
Not so much
Or
because
is that a Windows platform
yeah,
thing?
gaming on Mac is
Yeah.
a little, I guess you would call it weak right now, support for Macs. I know they're trying to get more developers onto Mac, but the majority of gamers use Windows.
Yeah. You think it's because it's a closed platform? Like I said, I'm going on this whole Steam thing, right? Like, where's the niche here? Because there has been a growth in Mac usage, right?
Yeah.
If you look at it, it's just,
Yeah. I mean, still globally, it's probably less than 10%, and it's the 90-10 rule. You got to make games for the 90%. And Mac, I think, is difficult. Like, you have to get your applications notarized by Apple. That's why it's so safe, but it's a huge pain for developers.
Yeah.
Resident Evil came out for Mac recently, though, so they got that now.
Yeah, I think the horsepower on the Apple Silicon is like way better than the things that are on the market right now.
Yeah, I think that's correct. For the CPU, I think that's correct for GPUs. That's the other thing. Like, Mac is such closed hardware. Like, you can't pop in an NVIDIA GTX card in there. Like, you can't. You have to deal with what it comes with. Versus Windows, you could pop in any graphics card you want to.
Yeah. Although this past week, I ended up getting a Windows ARM laptop. That thing's a screamer, man. It's like pretty ridiculous on the performance on that thing.
Yeah, performance, battery life, I think is going to be pretty good, but you're going to run into compatibility problems with x86 apps.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. Like right now, it's like I was considering opening that up and recording from that, because I guess Audacity has an ARM version, but it said beta, and I didn't want to risk recording on that and then finding out, having you yell at me, Chris.
Receiving my wrath when it messes up the audio.
So I think one of these days I'm gonna have to record on both and see if you see a difference. So
does your browser work on ARM, Glenn?
It sure does. What are you
Nice.
talking about? It sure does.
Our app works on ARM now too.
Finally. It's probably still not IPv6 compliant, though.
It works. It works, Glenn.
Yeah.
For our third topic, the Taliban government in Afghanistan has completely shut off the country's internet connectivity. More than 43 million people were unable to access the internet while the government tries to crack down on what it calls, quote, immoral activities, vice, and immorality. The sudden shutdown is impacting both businesses and citizens who are unable to communicate with family members both inside and outside of the country. According to NetBlocks, the outage lasted about 48 hours and internet traffic actually began flowing again after, as you would expect, a national outcry came from the public.
So are we, are we shipping a whole bunch of the satellite?
The Starlinks.
The
Starlinks over
Starlinks? Yeah.
Did they say what immorality meant? And if so, did they? I mean, I think you have to not the right country to be coming off a mute and voicing your just you know.
Again, pot
pleasure with the
calling the
government.
kettle black here, right? So
Yeah, no. The Taliban government not known for respecting free speech and open access.
They're like beheadings only. You guys don't listen. Damn it! Just kidding. That's terrible.
I've got a bunch of stuff to say, but I don't want to deplatform myself.
Well, after what 10
all-
dozen years and trillions of dollars sunk, we're just back to exactly where we started.
I
Can
can tell
we
you
all
guys,
agree
right?
this?
Go ahead.
Can we all agree that it's impressive that the Taliban has the sheer knowledge to even get that done? Like,
I'm sure the CIA
I-
trained them, right?
I can just see it in their ISP farm right now. A bunch of old blue coat boxes sitting in the back, just stopping traffic to the internet. So,
Just insert this
using-
to deny any rule in the firewall.
yeah.
it just reminds me of that Shane Gillis skit where he's just like talking about those guys celebrating when they would hit a tank, like even they were surprised.
Yeah,
Like,
they're like climbing up the video with the monkey bars.
yeah. So they're like, we're gonna block the internet. And they're just sitting there, just allowing more stuff, and nothing's working. And we finally get it right because they start,
They're
oh
just
my
like cheering.
goodness.
Yeah,
You mean it's
Yeah.
not the guy sitting in the corner holding the cable of the fiber out to the internet, going like this?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I think we should go like a little uncensored here for the next 5 minutes and then just bleep back in. So, yeah.
showing the Internet Freedom Index, I'm sure Afghanistan ranks pretty low right now.
48 hours. Unbelievable.
I wonder what their thought process, because I think they said for like the last couple of months they're trying various censorship tactics, and I don't know if this is like an accidental plug pull or they're just like, forget it, we can't censor it, we're just turning it off. Like, how did they think that their country would operate without the internet?
Well, that's if you heard about the North Koreans fighting in the Russian war, right?
Yeah,
And then they get their cell phones and they find porn for the first time,
yeah,
and they're all hooked, right? Can't imagine this going on over here. Going, whoa, look at all these videos.
yeah.
This-
They're not gonna leave
like,
the foxhole after that.
Americans aren't so bad after all. So, yeah.
And Glenn is getting loose right now. I like it.
Dude, when you and I kind of talked at the same time, I wanted to tell you guys, like, the pinching in my foot stopped and my head is just getting clear right now. So some stuff comes out pretty crazy right now. It's
Right.
it's the painkillers right now.
It's Glenn Unhinged,
That's it.
uncensored. I wonder what kind of gear they're running though. Like there's like Sandvine, I know was the big one that was being sold to all the tyrannical countries to surveil their citizens, and I'm sure China has made some gear for their Great Firewall. Like, are they running like Cisco ISRs, and they just literally just put the deny any rule in there. Like, I wonder what Afghan internet looks like.
Yeah, who's selling to the Afghanis is the real question.
It's probably the Iranians, maybe the Russians.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Taliban were the ones that fought the Soviets. I don't know. Geopolitics is weird in that region right now.
Who dropped fiber over there so that way they could get access? I mean, it's like you got to have that fiber lit somewhere. And it's going to connect to a backbone, right?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking from a
like upstream,
a physical thing.
Who's their upstream provider?
Like, who's providing their upstream? Like China Telecom?
Probably. They seem like if the money's there, we don't care kind of company.
Yeah.
Also the Taliban. Actually, I don't know. If it's them or if it's the Iranians.
Must be. The question is, how do we arm the other 7?
6, 7? 6, 7?
6, 7.
How do we arm the other 6, 7? Yeah, I remember a couple of years ago, maybe 8 years ago or so, I think it was Pakistan that black holed YouTube for the world because I think Pakistan was trying to block YouTube in their own country, and they tried to do a BGP hijack, so they broadcasted a route that routed all the YouTube traffic globally to this tiny little router in Pakistan and just took YouTube out for the entire world.
Highly effective.
Yeah. So, I mean, it technically worked, right? They couldn't access YouTube in Pakistan. So. Task failed successfully.
Yeah. What is the saying? The internet runs on Cisco.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the internet runs on BGP. Let's start to break it to you guys.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if that makes any sense. I try to stay away from the network.
Series of tubes. At least they confined this. Yeah, they confined it to their own country and then take out the internet for everybody.
Oh my gosh.
For last topic before we lose Glenn here, and it'll be a rotating topic every week.
Ooh.
We're going to talk about the return of my favorite dessert, the Klondike Choco Taco.
Oh, what's with you and like food that resembles a taco?
Oh man, these things are delicious.
Have you had the spaghetti taco, guys?
For the last,
I have a taco latte.
For the last 3 years, you could not buy this sweet treat since its owner Unilever stopped making it. They claimed the delicate nature of the ice cream cone shell of the taco made it too difficult to transport, and they broke too easily. Amid an outcry from the public to bring it back, none other than my favorite restaurant, Taco Bell, is teaming up with the boutique ice cream company Salt and Straw to bring back our favorite Choco Taco. But for trademark reasons, it has to be called the Taco Latte. So Brian was actually on the money with that one.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took them 3 years to develop the technology to make the taco and the packaging so that it could be safely transported. What are some other treats that you are disappointed that got discontinued?
Pause. Like, did anyone actually care that the damn Choco Taco was broken? 2.
Yeah, agree.
Bring back the double-decker taco. It wasn't a sweet treat, but it was delicious, man. Do you guys remember the double-decker?
Is it the cheese? It was a layer of cheese and a tortilla on the outside of a hard taco?
No, terrorist. No, it was a soft tortilla, beans, hard-crusted or hard-shell taco, meat, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, sour cream. Celebrate, man.
All right, so I was close. I said cheese instead of beans.
I might have to do an Uber Eats delivery tonight, guys. So
we're making Glenn hungry.
I know.
Giving him the munchies.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but what disappeared, and there has been imitators, is the Hostess Twinkies.
Yes.
And the Ding Dongs.
Yes. So Hostess, I think it was maybe 10 years ago, they went bankrupt, and they disappeared for a while, and then they sold the IP to another company. So the Twinkies you see nowadays are not the same as the ones from like 10 plus years ago. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole lineup was amazing. And It always filled the need, like the snowballs,
Yeah,
pink
the snowballs,
snowballs.
the ding dongs. You
Yeah,
remember ring
yeah. Oh
dings?
yeah, ring dings.
Ring
No.
dings, Hostess ring dings. Yeah, those got discontinued too.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah. I miss Hostess because
The
there was a
original.
Hostess. Well, one of the factories was here in Sacramento, so it's pretty cool.
It's easy for you to get truckloads of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You know what else is gone that I haven't seen in a while? You guys ever been to Claim Jumpers? Do you guys know what Claim Jumpers close to you? They
I
don't
think there's
have
one
the
in Fremont, I think.
They don't have the 13-layer chocolate cake anymore.
Why not?
What the heck,
I don't know.
guys? I don't know any of this. I'm so unprepared tonight.
I remember the mud pie. The mud pie was like as thick as like 3
yeah.
phone books. I remember.
Yeah. Claim
Sure they
Jumper
have that.
desserts were like astronomical, right?
It wasn't just
Now
the
they're
dessert;
just-
it was the whole meal.
yeah.
Like you'd order like a ham sandwich from Claim Jumpers, and you could, if you were lucky, you could probably finish like a quarter of it. Those things were enormous.
Yeah, and then they went back to normal sizes. Either that or I got bigger. So.
It's
What
that
about-
shrinkflation?
You know, Captain Crunch is still real, right?
That's still around. I think the
Yeah,
all
that's-
berries, I think, is the one that got canceled that people wanted them to bring back, the all berries edition.
Mm.
I feel like Satan was like, we'll give them sugar flavored croutons. Like,
It cuts the roof of your mouth.
yeah, brilliant idea.
Yeah. I was like, why is the top of my mouth, the roof of my mouth, raw?
Yeah,
I don't get this.
Captain Crunch. I did like the Choco. I have very fond memories of the Choco Taco because that was the thing we would always get when I was in college. Every time we would finish finals and we were done for the quarter, we'd always run out and go get a Choco Taco.
Really? You would wait till the end of the quarter? You, of all people, would wait.
I had patience.
The guy that orders like 50 tacos like every Friday or something like that.
Dude, this is late in the 90s, and my buddy had did a road trip with his parents to like Los Angeles or something. And he came back. He's like, Brian, he's like, the radio's insane out there. I was like, what's going on? He's like, we're like listening to this thing. He ends up recording it as like a bit. And they're like, you know, you remember the old like, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, they were doing that. And they're like, would you have sex with this monkey for a Klondike bar? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, you mean I get to have sex with the monkey, but I have to eat a Klondike bar? I was like, I just remember hearing, I'm like, this is like, nowadays, like, kids would not even laugh at that. But when you were 17 years old, that was freaking hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. That sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
That sounds like a conversation I would have as well.
What would you do, Glenn, for a Klondike bar?
Oh, I do all kinds of stuff. You know, when you're broke and poor, you just don't waste a lot of food.
That's true.
So,
Yeah, I remember there was the 2 specific candies I used to like as a kid too. They just kind of disappeared. So one was when you'd get at a Chinese store. I think it was black currant. I think it's a black currant candy. I used to love those things and I always buy them in Chinatown. Those disappeared. And then those, if you guys remember the grocery stores, they had those bulk bins you would buy candy out of. They had these like apple candies, and it was like the outer shell was like maybe like the consistency of wax or something. You bite into it and it'd have like a gooey apple filling in the middle.
I think I remember those, yeah.
I think they were made by Haribo, but yeah, those disappeared. I used to get those by the pound, and which is probably why I was overweight and had tons of cavities. But
Yeah.
I love those things.
What about Four Locos?
Oh, the
What is
original,
that?
the original,
Yeah, the original.
yeah.
What is that? I've never heard of Four Locos.
It was like it's like an energy beer. Is that what it was?
It was malt liquor, and so think of a Mickey's combined with a Red Bull. It was malt liquor and energy drink in one.
It had about 6-7 Red Bulls in it.
Those are insane.
I'm literally doing this for Chloe right now. She's going to listen to this podcast.
6
Yeah, and they got banned because I think too many college kids were passing out from it because the vodka, like if you drink straight alcohol, when you hit your max, you pass out. Like that's a biological reaction drinking too much. But the energy drink would keep you going, so it just keep you awake. You drink more and more, and then your body would just shut down, and people would just be like passing out from these things.
Then they'd be the help tilt, the head tilt like this.
Yeah, so that actually
just pass out.
I think that led to the Four Loko single-handedly led to the FDA rule that says you cannot package an energy drink with a liquor at the same time. And there were companies that were developing things like, espresso martinis, very popular now, but they could not sell it because of the stupid Four Loko rule. Like, they had to ruin it for everybody.
But you can get an espresso martini now.
You can't, not packaged. That was the thing. So if you go to a bar, like I get vodka Red Bull all the time, so that's an alcohol with a stimulant, but they cannot package the two together and sell it in a single can. Yeah.
Stinking college kids.
I know, always ruining it. But Four Loko did come out. I think they relaunched, and I think it's just malt liquor now. I don't think they have the energy drink in it anymore.
Yeah. What you did? They had the wrong marketing person, right? So they should sell a 6-pack. On the 6-pack, one side should be beer, malt liquor, and the other side should be the energy drink. Yeah. And all you got to do is just mix them together, right? They're ready to go.
That you can do. That's still legal.
See, that's marketing right there.
Yeah, they actually teach us in business school. I should bring it. Someone sent a picture of it to me. That this is a business school case study on the fall of Four Loko.
Huh.
Yeah, that was missed that one, but again,
I never actually had one, by the way.
Never had the Four Loko.
Never had a Four Loko. I always heard where people, just crazy stories about it. You would have thought they were mixing it with cocaine or something.
Yeah,
that was the Jolt. You guys remember the Jolt?
Jolt Cola.
Yeah.
Do they not sell that? I guess so. I haven't seen one in quite a bit.
I haven't seen it forever. That and Zima. I haven't seen Zima in a while.
Zima, yeah. There's an energy drink called Balls, BAWLZ, Balls.
What?
Yeah, I think that was like the Red Bull before Red Bull became popular. A lot of like computer programmers, and when I was in comp sci, a lot of the students would be downing those. One of the listeners out there will recognize that BAWLZ, Balls. It was like in a blue bottle.
I'm surprised Brian hasn't found it or had it before.
I mean, I'm asking Croc right now. Did Jolt Cola go away?
Yeah.
One was like regular. It tastes like regular Coca-Cola, but had 2x the caffeine.
2 or 3, right? It was definitely more.
I was in Minnesota or Wisconsin last year, and I remember being served as like, oh, can I have a Diet Coke? They're like, all we got is RC Cola. I was like, RC? It's still around?
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't even know that. It's crazy.
Yeah. RC Cola is actually sold more outside of the United States than inside. Like, it's a very popular drink in the Philippines.
Okay, so Jolt did go out of business many times. They licensed the name.
All right. Wait, hold on. All right, passport bro.
What's that?
You said it's a fancy drink served outside the U.S. I said, all right, passport bro.
All right, so there's a 2025 relaunch. This is breaking news. 2025 Jolt Cola relaunched. It doubled down on the caffeine. There's 200 milligrams per can, so nearly triple the amount of the original Jolt, which is already double of what Coca-Cola was, and has carnitine, not creatine, carnitine for metabolism boost, aimed at adults 24, 21 and up for nostalgia and throwback appeal.
So it's back.
It's back. Oh, it says as of October 25, the relaunch is underway, so I maybe it's not out yet. But
It's the ultimate energy drink.
Tuned. 200 mil. That's insane. 200 milligrams per can. That is a lot.
Can I get 7 times more than a Rockstar?
Yeah. Can I get a rum and Jolt?
Oh, we'll bring that to the next summit. We'll bring the relaunch Jolt, and then I'll provide the Bacardi.
We need to get that thing scheduled already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor was psyched that he's invited.
We didn't have. He's invited? Who said he could be invited? We just talked about this. This has to be unanimous.
All right. Sorry, Victor. The council has to vote on that.
Yes.
All right, well, before Glenn passes out, we continue to get great comments about our dad joke of the week.
Dad joke of the week.
This week, Brian is up.
Okay. Brian. USA. All right.
Was it that's
how did... No, just kidding.
6'7".
6'7".
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I like this inebriated Glenn. So, but by the way, you have canceled with 2 L's. You know that's like you can spell it with 1 L or 2 L's. It's like I think it's the European way of doing it with 2 L's.
All right.
Now you know. Yeah, I googled it.
Thank you.
Never lies.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah. All right. How did Burger King knock up Dairy Queen?
Why? How?
I feel like I've heard this before.
Because he forgot to wrap his Whopper.
Dum-dum-dum.
Is that gonna make it or no?
I think that's fine. There's some innuendo there, but nothing explicit.
Okay.
That was a good one, man. I got a good laugh tonight. That's an awesome one.
Glenn, it's not a good one. They're always terrible. You just
Dude.
the pain meds are working.
The meds.
I'm a dad. I'm sorry. I laugh at dad jokes.
All right, to wrap things up, China sentenced call center scammers to death. Scammers steal a cancer patient's life-saving crypto. The Taliban tried to block the internet in Afghanistan. And long live the Choco Taco. That's all I have for this week. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Find us on LinkedIn. Links will be in the description. Follow us on Instagram at PEBCAK Podcast. Thank you to all listeners and subscribers. Rate 5 stars in the iTunes Store and Spotify. Left us a review. We appreciate you all spreading the word to help grow the show. The best way to find us is to search for the PEBCAK Podcast in your favorite podcast listening app. For my co-hosts Brian Deach and Glenn Medina, I'm Chris Louie. Thanks for listening. We'll see you all next weekend. As always, have a nice day.
Namaste.